In some of my recent videos, I've covered features you may not know from the first 3 expansion packs of The Sims 4, and today we're continuing with the next one, which is Cats and Dogs. Hello everyone, this is Abi aka Only Abi Doang. Yes, I started using Facecam since 33 videos ago, and today I want to talk about 10 features and more from The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs that you may not know. Well, I wish I can bring my cats for this video, but they're at my mom's home right now, so here's a picture of them for now. I hope it can be compensated by me wearing this simple shirt with this wolf logo on the chest. It's dogs, right? Alright, without further ado, let's check out these features. Cats and dogs in this game don't live forever. Once they age up to elders, after several days, they will eventually pass away from old age. And man, someone at Max's was definitely a die-hard dog person because they really did the cat death message dirty here. But do not worry. Dying is not the end of their story. If you place their urn or tombstone on your home, at night there's a chance the ghost of your deceased pet will appear from it. They will stay around for a while before returning to their tombstone once the night is over. And what's even better is that you can actually bring them back into your household. Build up your relationship with your ghost pets, and after you're close enough, an option to invite them to your household will appear. Now, they will stay with the household all the time and you get a cool ghost pet that can go through walls. Like most ghosts, ghost cats and dogs can possess other objects to make them float. They can also scare other Sims because of their ghostly voices. One unique feature with them is that Sims can order them to fetch a gift from the netherworld. They will then disappear straight to the ground to go to another dimension and then come back out with a small gift for you. If opened, you'll get a random assortment of spooky collectibles. And you can do this over and over again, so having them around is pretty handy. So having ghost pets can be pretty cool, but I'm sure some of you would rather have a, slightly less transparent pet. So how do you bring them back to life? Well, you're going to need a special pet treat called the Ambrosia treat. You can craft it yourself at the vet medicine station once you reach level 10 of the veterinarian skill, which costs 300 simoleons. Or if you're too lazy, you can just go to a vet clinic and buy one from the pet treat vending machine for 2,500 simoleons. You can also take a regular plate of ambrosia, which you can make with max gourmet cooking skill and some rare ingredients, and convert it into an ambrosia pet treat. Once you have it, just give it to your ghost pet and they'll turn back into a living pet instantly. And here's a fun fact, you can actually just have your ghost pet eat a plate of ambrosia directly to revive them. This is way better than turning it into a treat because the plate can be used multiple times instead of getting completely eaten in one go. With this pack, Sims can own a vet clinic and start their own veterinary business. And anyone can run this business, including vampires. However, there's a unique prospect feature between vampires and being a vet. If a vampire works as a vet, they can treat sick pets using the exam table like usual. They can also use the surgery station for more expensive and complex treatments. But as a vampire, there's an additional option when performing surgery on a pet, which is to extract plasma from them. Yep, vampire vets can suck up a sick pet's delicious plasma into a plasma pack, which they can indulge in afterward. Doing this won't negatively affect your patient either, and I'm pretty sure the pet owners won't mind, although I'm also pretty sure some pet lovers out there would want to hunt down these vampire vets after finding out about this feature. Besides the veterinarian skill, this pack also introduces a 5-level pet training skill. This lets you train your pets to perform tricks much more effectively the more you advance through the skill. You can also level up the skill by using pet obstacle course equipment and training your pets with it, which you can find in buy mode. There are tunnels, bridges, hoops, poles, and platforms that both cats and dogs can use to perform different tricks. Now here's when it gets interesting. If you place 4 or more obstacles on a lot, you can start an obstacle course, which is basically a mini social event where you'll guide your pet through all the obstacles automatically, and their completion time and performance will be evaluated at the end. The success of the run depends on your relationship with your pet training skill level, and how well your pet has been trained. Sadly, this could have been an amazing feature for actual pet competitions, but nothing like that exists in this pack. The social event doesn't even reward you with anything other than a positive buff. The Cats and Dogs pack introduces a new collectible, which is bird feathers. To obtain them, you can have your cats or dogs explore bushes around the world of Brindleton Bay. You can also place your own woohoo bushes at home and have them explore it there. After rummaging inside, there's a chance they will come out with a bunch of feathers in their mouth and give them to you. Once you open this pile of feathers, you'll receive a few different bird feathers from the collection. For more consistent results, the best way to complete this collection is by having a cat and letting them chase flocks of birds scattered around Brindleton Bay. This can be pigeons, seagulls, or other birds on the ground. Doing this will always result in your cat bringing back a pile of feathers. There are 12 types of bird feathers in this collection, and you can proudly display them on the wall. Once you've collected all of them, you'll get the option to assemble them into a bird sculpture from your inventory. When you do, all 12 feathers are combined into a special statue called the Sum of All Birds. This statue closely resembles the spotted zigzag, which also appears as a spellcaster familiar in Realm of Magic or as a large bird pet in The Sims 3 Pets. Before continuing, if you like this video so far and want to support me and my channel, maybe you can consider subscribing to your channel, pretty please? Okay, enough blabbering, let's move on. Cats and dogs can perform several types of misbehaviors depending on their traits, and these misbehaviors can be corrected by a sim. When they misbehave, the option to either lecture or scold them will appear. At first, they might not respond properly, but if you continue to discipline them whenever they repeat the behavior, they will eventually learn not to do it again ever. There are several types of misbehaviors in this pack. These include barking, eating poop, climbing on counters, playing with puddle, drinking from the toilet, walking on counters, scratching furniture, attacking Sims, begging for food, eating Sims food, drinking from water puddles, eating trash, playing with a pile of trash, waking Sims up, and breaking ceramics if you have the businesses and hobbies pack. With the veterinarian skill, Sims can create a variety of pet treats with unique effects, some helpful and some very questionable. One of these treats is called the Poop Randomizer, and yes, it does exactly what you think it does. You can craft it using the vet medicine station or buy it from the vet clinic vending machine. Once you give it to your pet, it will trigger one of two conditions. Either your pet gets the prismatic poop plague, which makes their poop rainbow colored, yeah, you heard that right, or they get the gilded guts disorder, which makes their poop turn into gold. And yes, you can actually sell each of them for around 20 to 50 simoleons depending on their size. But it gets even better. With the gilded guts disorder, there's a very rare chance your pet won't just poop gold. They'll poop an actual gold ingot worth exactly 6,006 simoleons, which is probably a reference to the word poop flipped upside down. Aha, very mature and very clever. If you have a cat or a dog in your household and you don't take care of their needs, have a poor relationship with them, or they have traits like free spirit or adventurous, your pet may actually run away from home. When this happens, you will hear a noticeable music sting along with a notification, and your pet will basically disappear from the world. Their portrait will be grayed out, and all Sims in the household will feel sad, especially kids. Older Sims can even comfort children who are upset about it. Now don't panic, your pet will eventually return home after a few days, though if you want to speed things up, you can post a missing pet alert using your phone or computer. When they finally come back, they'll usually be dirty or sometimes even sick, so a visit to the vet clinic may be necessary after this. They might also bring back random gifts, and in rare cases, female pets can even return home pregnant. Yeah, their adventures can get very wild. You probably already know that dogs are great swimmers. If you have a pool, you can swim together with your canine companion, and you can even play fetch in the water using a squeaky toy. But did you know they're not limited to pools? In worlds from New World packs like Solani, Brightchester, Tortosa, Hanford on Bagley, or basically any world with large swimmable bodies of water, your dogs can also swim in the ocean, rivers, or lakes. To do this, just click on any point in the water and select Swim With, then choose which dogs you want to bring along. Your dogs will walk into the water, and once it's deep enough, they'll start swimming with their little paws. Now you can finally enjoy a proper beach with your furry companion. While the previous feature was all about dogs, this next one is for the cats. This pack introduces 4 new types of plants, and they're all different kinds of catnip. You can order them from the computer as a seed pack. Then either use them right away or plant them to grow more. There's regular catnip, matnip, napnip, and nuzzlenip. Like pet treats, you can directly give these to your cats and the effects will last for several hours. Regular catnip makes your cat energized and run around like crazy. Matnip makes them aggressive and more likely to attack others. Napnip makes them drowsy and more likely to sleep. And Nuzzlenip makes them a bit more affectionate and more likely to mate with other cats, even without your command. So yeah, you can basically control your cat's entire personality with these stuffs. Before ending this video, I'd like to give some honorable mention to some of these other features from this pack. Both infants and toddlers can crawl through the large pet door, but only infants can fit through the small pet door. If you have this robot vacuum cleaner around, cats can hop onto it and have a smooth ride around the house. You can click on this boat on some districts in Brindle Bay to go to the lighthouse island directly without going to map view. The same can be said if you want to go out of the island. If a burglar breaks into your home, your cats and dogs can actually scare them off and even recover the items that were stolen. This doesn't always happen though, so you'll want your pets to actually see the burglar for a chance to trigger it. If your sim tries for a baby in the lighthouse at that grace isle in Brindle Bay, the child will grow up with a hidden lighthouse baby trait. When they go back to the lighthouse later in life, they will receive a unique moodlet tied to that hidden trait. Unfortunately, this feature seems to be broken after a certain update, so babies no longer receive the trait even if all the conditions are met, unless you manually add it using cheats. And finally, cats and dogs can also interact with animals from other packs, such as cows, llamas, and bunnies from Cottage Living, horses, mini goats, and sheep from Horse Ranch, and even crows from Life and Death. However, these interactions are pretty limited, usually just simple barks or meows rather than anything unique or meaningful. Dogs, however, can also shoo away wild foxes that are trying to attack smaller animals. So those are 10 features and more from the Sims 4 Cats and Dogs expansion pack that you may not know. So, what do you think of these features? Do you know some other not well-known features from this pack? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you everyone for watching this video, I hope that you liked it, and if you do and want more Sims videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. See you later!